how you doing? So, today I wanna have a chat about something.
Sure, what's on your mind?
So basically, I've been posting some posts on Threads, right? And it seems like nothing is really connecting to people. Nobody's, I've been commenting on other people's posts, but it seems like I'm getting no traction whatsoever. I'm just not relating to people, and maybe my message is not relating. Maybe it's not authentic enough. I don't know how to express myself properly, on Threads, and um, how to actually relate to people in a way that connects really deeply with them. So maybe we can go onto the rabbit hole of how maybe it's my perception, maybe I perceive people or myself uh, in a wrong way, basically in a way that's not useful. So can we analyze, we go deep into the perception of how I see other people?
Absolutely, let's explore this. It sounds like you're aiming for deeper engagement and connection. How do you usually approach writing your posts? Are you focusing more on sharing your thoughts, or are you responding to what others are discussing?
It's completely random, I just do whatever comes to my mind.
Got it. Randomness can be fun, but maybe adding a bit of structure could help. Have you thought about aligning your posts with specific themes or topics that resonate with you? That way you could dive deeper into those and connect with like-minded people.
Yeah, I try to relate to the theme of using AI to self-coach and self-coach and self-manage, and kind of use it as a psychologist and an extension of your capacity to understand things and learn.
That's a great theme. AI as a self-coaching tool is super relevant. Maybe breaking it down into specific use cases or sharing personal stories could help. What aspect of AI self-coaching excites you the most?
For me, it's definitely the feeling of purpose that it gives you, and you kind of, for me, the most exciting part is getting rid of the chaos that is my life, right? So if I stop doing any kind of journaling or reflective behavior, usually I just start having a lot of chaos in my life and things start going, bad for me. So I have to regularly keep myself, at the possible highest awareness and always be reflective to actually be in control of myself and my actions and all these things. So that's most useful for me, but I don't know if that's the same for other people.
I totally get that. It sounds like maintaining that sense of purpose and order is crucial for you. Sharing your personal experiences with how AI helps you stay reflective could be really impactful. People often connect with authentic stories, especially if they see practical benefits. Do you think framing your posts around your journey could resonate with your audience?
I really, you're saying a bunch of words that I kind of don't even understand what they mean. Can you repeat again the last sentence that you said?
Sure, I was suggesting that sharing your personal journey with AI, especially how it helps you stay reflective and maintain purpose, might resonate with your audience. People often connect with authentic stories.
Yes, but what is an authentic story? Can you define authentic story? What does it actually mean?
An authentic story is one that's genuine and true to your experience. It means sharing real-life examples or feelings without trying to impress or embellish. It's about being honest and relatable. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
definitely.
I knew it, but I just wanted to, expand a little bit on it. Uh,
Great.
so so what does it mean to share, authentic content? Just, because there comes a point where authenticity is not storytelling, and if I just show you that, my authentic life, does anybody want to see how I'm cooking food and cleaning the toilet on Sunday evening?
I get what you mean. Authenticity doesn't mean sharing every mundane detail. It's about finding those moments that genuinely matter to you and have a message others can relate to. So it's more about meaningful experiences than everyday tasks.
Okay, meaningful experience. Define meaningful experience.
A meaningful experience is something that has a strong impact on you, emotionally, mentally, or in terms of learning. It's an event or moment that adds value to your life or shifts your perspective. Sharing those moments can resonate with others.
Okay, makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So maybe
But so how do I find and capture these moments, right? Because once they happen, it's already happened.
good point. One way is to keep a simple journal or note-taking habit. When something stands out, jot it down. Later, you can reflect on those notes and turn them into posts. It's about capturing the essence of those moments while they're fresh in your mind.
But for example, yesterday I had a moment like this. I shared my insight that was really impactful, emotional for me, but nobody really cared about it. It did not relate to any people.
That can be disheartening, but don't let it discourage you. Sometimes it's about timing or the way it's framed. You could try engaging with others' posts, building a sense of community first. Consistency and patience are key. Eventually, your audience will find you.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying, how I need to change my perception to accommodate that, building of community. What does it mean to build a community?
Building a community means creating a space where people feel connected and valued. It involves regular interaction, offering support, and sharing content that resonates. Over time, trust and engagement grow. Think of it as building relationships, one post at a time.
Building relationships. Define building relationships.
Building relationships means creating meaningful connections with others. It's about mutual trust, understanding, and consistent interaction. In your case, it involves engaging genuinely with your audience and sharing experiences that matter to both you and them.
But so how can I actually add value to people's conversation?
Adding value means offering something helpful or insightful. You can do this by sharing your expertise, asking thoughtful questions, or providing encouragement. Listening actively and responding genuinely also helps build those connections.
But for me to actually provide something valuable, it has to be valuable for the other party, right? It's not what's valuable to me. I have to provide value. By providing value, I provide value what is valuable to the other party, right? The other person.
Exactly. It's about understanding what your audience finds valuable. Pay attention to their interests, needs, and challenges. Then tailor your content or responses to address those. That way you're offering something that truly resonates with them.
No. That what you just said is already, it doesn't resonate with me completely. Like this is the everyone is telling you this. Everybody's doing this, needs, desires, and pain points, and like I'm just so tired of it. I think it's so bland now. All you see is like somebody trying to trigger some emotion from you, trying to tap into some pain. Like I'm already numb to all of it, so I don't think that approach is useful. I think a lot of people feel numb to all this kind of need selling and trying to I don't know, trying to put their product between what I need, or I'm just tired of it. So let's find another approach.
I hear you. It can get exhausting when everything feels like a sales pitch. Maybe focusing on genuine curiosity and open conversations could be a fresh approach. Share what genuinely excites you and invite others to do the same without trying to fit into any formula.
Yeah, I like that. Just share what excites me, right? And if in that case, if I'm sharing something that excites me, I'm not really talking to what's valuable to other people, but at least I give a chance for somebody on the other side who might have that value, who might be also get excited by that, have a chance to actually step up to my content and that's the place where we, where we relate, right?
Exactly. By sharing what excites you, you're being authentic and creating opportunities for genuine connection. The right people will resonate with your enthusiasm and join the conversation. It's all about finding those who share your passions.
Yeah, I think I was, I was definitely overcomplicating it. I've just realized this. I was definitely overcomplicating this. I was thinking way too deep, way too far, and I should have just, looked at it more simply. Like, I'm just sharing what's exciting to me, and I put it there for everyone to see. And then whoever feels the same way can actually stand up to the table and, enjoy that as well. And or maybe add their own part to it.
Absolutely. Sometimes simplicity is the best approach. By staying true to what excites you, you'll naturally attract those who share your interests. It's all about creating a space where genuine connections can happen.
Okay,
Keep it simple.
I got it. Now I changed my perception a little bit. And the metaphor, I'm just gonna use this metaphor, it's like a table, and we're people around the table. And I just put something on the table that's exciting to me, and whoever is also around the table and finds it exciting, they're gonna join in on the conversation. So okay, I like this. I before I was doing things randomly. Now at least I have some kind of a schema in my head how I'm gonna approach this, and it's gonna be like that. Like, we're a big family, and there's a table in front of us, and whatever I write, whatever I post, it's just what excites me, and I just put it on the table, and I give a chance for other people to have a look at it as well. So now perhaps I want to look on the internal and maybe on my own perception of myself. So let's try and analyze my own perception of myself when it comes to standing on around that table. Not just what I put on the table, but how am I seeing myself. I want to change that perception as well.
That's a great next step. How you see yourself is crucial. Think about what excites you when you share something at that metaphorical table. Are you confident, curious, open? Identifying those feelings can help you embrace a more positive self-perception. What qualities do you want to bring to that table?
Actually, I want to be putting things on the table that um that huh that's a really good question. What do I actually want to be putting on the table? Is it something,
Take your time.
yeah, is it something I should be putting for, would it have to be something very complicated that only a few people understand and find use for? Or should it be something very simple that everybody can use? And and what kind of emotions do I want to feel, right? Do I want to feel proud? Do I want to feel smart? Do I want to feel like I've connected people, right? There's many different ways I can feel about this, and I've never made a choice how I would like to feel, because this conversation is first time I ever approached this perception. So what's valuable to me, right? And what's valuable to me, it's flexibility, drive, freedom, and direction, right? So these four things are extremely valuable to me. So what can I give? What kind of emotions would I like to feel by giving these people? What should I be giving people that make me feel that, that feeling of flexibility, freedom? Maybe you can help me with some ideas. What should I be giving people that would make me feel like I have flexibility, I have freedom, and maybe I allow other people to also have the same experience of flexibility, freedom, direction, and drive?
Those are fantastic values. To share flexibility, freedom, direction, and drive, consider offering insights or tools that empower others to take control of their own paths. Share stories of how you've embraced those values, or provide practical tips that others can use to achieve similar feelings in their lives. Encourage encouraging others to explore and find their own paths can bring a sense of fulfillment and connection.
Let's expand. Give me another few options.
Sure, you could create content that encourages people to set personal goals, share strategies for overcoming obstacles, or highlight examples of flexible thinking. Another option could be offering prompts or exercises that help people reflect on their own paths. You could also showcase stories of individuals who embody these values, inspiring others to do the same.
Let's expand even more on this. Add some more options for me.
Absolutely. You could also run interactive workshops or Q&A sessions where people can share their experiences and learn from each other. Another idea is creating a community challenge that aligns with those values, encouraging participants to share their progress. You could even develop resources like ebooks, templates, or guides that help people navigate their journeys.
Nah, I find it kind of useless. I never use them. I mean, I used a few, but I think they have to be really, really big and stacked of very specific, goal. They must have a very specific goal to be interesting. But let's see. What could I put, what could I put on the table that empowers people to feel flexible? Flexible is my core, so what can I give to somebody that makes them feel flexible, makes them feel like they have options?
To empower flexibility, you could offer mindset shifts or exercises that encourage adaptable thinking. Share stories or examples where flexibility led to success. You could also create challenges that require creative solutions, giving people a taste of how to navigate different scenarios. Empowering others to see multiple paths forward can instill that sense of flexibility.
I don't know, nothing really resonated with me what you just said.
No worries, let's explore more. How about sharing personal experiences where being flexible made a difference for you? Or offering small, actionable tips for embracing change in daily life? What kind of examples or formats do you think would feel more impactful?
I don't know. Again, I didn't resonate with anything you just said, so I'm not even paying attention to what you're saying.
No worries. We can take a different approach. What usually sparks your interest or makes you feel inspired? Maybe we can start there and build on it.
What makes me inspired? What makes me inspired?
Take your time to think about it. What kinds of activities or topics energize you, or give you a sense of excitement? We can use that as a starting point.
Travel is definitely something. Travel, new experiences, they excite me.
Perfect. Travel and new experiences are full of flexibility and freedom. Maybe you could share stories from your travels, how you adapt to new situations, or tips for embracing spontaneity. That way, you're sharing something that genuinely excites you and invites others to explore.
But I am not traveling right now, so...
Got it. Even if you're not traveling right now, you can share past experiences or dreams for future trips. Reflecting on what...
That's right, you're right. I have traveled though. I'm not traveling right now, but I have traveled before quite a lot, so I could probably share some things from that part of my life where I did some travel and when I was living my flexibility value 100%.
Absolutely. Sharing those stories could be inspiring. It could be about moments when you had to be flexible, unexpected adventures, or how travel impacted your perspective. Those experiences can bring your value of flexibility to life for others.
Okay. So, okay, that's not... Okay, I think we're moving in some weird direction that's, that's completely off topic. I need to change my perception of myself, right? So let's get back to it.
Got it. Let's refocus. How would you like to change your self-perception? Are there specific aspects you want to improve or feel more confident about?
So recently I found this, that I like to feel, I look at myself as an explorer. So perhaps what I want to, how I want to change my perceptions of myself to be more of an explorer, right? So I resonate really well with seeing myself as an explorer, adventurer, and I want to, live it more and engage with that part of my identity even more, and see, like, what do I have to do to perceive myself as an explorer. I mean, I know I have to travel, but maybe there's something I can do right now that can change my perception of myself.
That's a fantastic mindset. Even without traveling, you can embrace exploration by trying new activities, learning new skills, or diving into unfamiliar topics. It's about keeping that sense of curiosity alive. What new adventure, big or small, could you start exploring today?
I'm exploring Threads.
That's awesome. Threads can be a great place for discovery. Maybe you can approach it like an explorer, diving into new topics, connecting with different people, and sharing your unique insights. What kind of topics are you most excited to explore there?
AI business entrepreneurship.
Great choices. There's so much happening in AI and entrepreneurship. You can share your own experiences, learn from others, and even experiment with new ideas. Approaching it with an explorer's mindset will help you stay curious and open to new opportunities.
Okay.
Sounds like you're on a great...
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of useful. So I should probably, if I'm exploring Threads, I should probably explore a little bit more, and I focus on actually going into different kinds of topics and seeing how people write there. Okay, that's a good idea. All right, so what do we have here now? So, okay, makes sense. And I think for today that's enough. Okay?
Sounds good. Whenever you're ready to dive deeper or explore more, just let me know.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Bye. Okay, so really great insight. So I can see that I'm posting on Threads, and it's horrible. Like, I'm posting, I'm commenting, no engagement whatsoever, no followers, nothing. Nobody really cares. I'm not so, and I know that it's me that's doing something wrong here. It's not the algorithm, nothing there. It's like, it's all me. I'm not connecting, I'm not relating, I'm not sharing useful things. And I know that it's because I probably perceive Threads the wrong way. I'm not seeing it correctly. I'm probably not seeing myself correctly in that relationship, between, between that app and myself. So I'm seeing myself incorrectly, I'm seeing other people incorrectly, and that's the only reason I'm not hitting the spot, right? Because my spot is, to have growth and build some kind of a community. But since I'm not getting that outcome, it means I'm doing something wrong. Because there's plenty of people that are getting that outcome, and so it means I'm doing something wrong. A smart idea would be to actually go and speak to those people and just learn from them, and that probably cut the learning curve quite a lot. But I'm taking this slow approach, just pivoting, trial and error with the help of AI, basically. And every day I'm just, I'm giving it the errors of my way. But so perhaps I should be looking for some creators and maybe having a chat with them. to maybe learn a thing or two from them, how they think, how they approach threads. Maybe I can get an insight of how they perceive themselves and threads. Yeah. But yeah, a great insight came from that conversation that I never had before, and that is that threads and relating to people online is like, you know, sitting around a table and bringing a topic up, even back at home with your family. When everyone's around the table, you start talking about topics and somebody brings a new topic and then everybody's talking about that, and maybe some conversations split apart, and you know, there's like, you're talking with your uncle and maybe your mother is talking to your girlfriend and you talk different topics on the same table. Sometimes like everyone gets involved on a topic, sometimes it splits into subsections and everybody goes their own ways in topics. So I think that's a really great metaphor to look at threads and all social media. It's like sitting around the table with your family, and sometimes, you know, posting that content, it just is just you know, like putting a topic on the table or telling something or showing something, and then, you know, whoever relates to that topic will, you know, start speaking with you. So that's a great insight. I never saw it that way, and you know, that came from that conversation. So I don't know if I would ever come to this conclusion without using, you know, without using ChatGPT to have that conversation. Like, it's so crazy. Or, you know, there would have to be some coincidence, or I would have to meet people who are, you know, writing on threads to actually get to that kind of a space. That's crazy. So yet again, you know, I proved to myself that, you know, I'm doing the right thing, you know, having these clarity conversations with ChatGPT. They are changing my life. They're changing my perception at an exponential rate. Like I learn a major thing every single day. Like that never happened before. Like I would learn a major thing every few months. Like every few months I'd learn something major. Every maybe 6 weeks, or every month, I would say every month I would learn one major thing. But now things change. Now I can get a major insight into my perception, my awareness every day. And that new perception, that new awareness, it changes my actions, right? That's what it does. At the end of the day, if I change my perception, I end up taking a different action. And instead of, you know, going the same path until, you know, not working, okay, might give up. Or if you're really committed, you'll not give up, you'll try to find a way to change. Or maybe you just get to the point where you know that I'm shit at this. How do I get better at this? Maybe I should find somebody who's better at this and I want to talk to them. And that's one way to go about it. But you know, this method that I'm doing, insane. You just have to be really honest, go in deep, and you know, don't take any answer directly. Like you're supposed to be filtering what you resonate with. So even when I'm speaking to ChatGPT and it starts giving me answers like that I get bored of, and you know, that do not resonate in me, I just don't listen anymore, because it's just, you know, it feels like it's a waste of time even talking about that. I can feel that I'm not resonating, so I'm not actually gonna go into a conversation about that. I'll be very strict and just say, let's scrap this, you know, I don't care about anything what you just said. And good thing it's not like a human, I would not say that to a person, might get offended. But to ChatGPT, you can be extremely straight to it. You just say, what you're telling is bullshit, I don't want to hear any of it, and he'll change his approach and he'll try something else. So it's extremely useful and it's really great. And for me, it works like magic, you know. But again, I'm looking for what I resonate with as a primary objective, you know. Primary objective, what am I resonating with? secondary objective? Is it actionable? Simply like this. And that seems to work for me really, really well. So I'm just gonna keep on doing it. And thanks for watching. So have a good one. Take care.